I never believed in ghosts, not until that night. It was a typical graveyard shift at the call center, midnight to 8 a.m. The fluorescent lights buzzed above me, and the hum of the other operators' voices faded into white noise. Most of the team was quiet, doing their best to get through the hours without getting too distracted. But for some reason, tonight felt different. I couldn't shake the sensation that something was off. I answered call after call, the usual complaints and questions about accounts, service disruptions, billing errors. The monotony of it all had a hypnotic effect. I was zoning out, barely noticing when the next call came in. Click. A sharp sound. The line went dead for a second before a voice whispered through, "Help me." I sat up straight, my heart pounding. It wasn't the usual robotic customer service voice. This was breathy, desperate. "Hello? Can you hear me?" I asked, trying to mask the rising anxiety in my voice. The voice didn't answer right away. Then, with a chilling calm, it whispered again, "Help me. It's too late. They're coming." I froze. My fingers hovered above the keyboard. The call had gone through the company's system like any normal customer would. But this wasn't normal. I could hear the faint sound of static. Something was wrong. I should have hung up, but my curiosity got the best of me. "Who's coming?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. The line crackled again, the whisper growing louder. "You won't make it out alive." A chill ran down my spine. I glanced around the room. The other operators were busy, oblivious to the strange call I was receiving. My monitor flickered once, and then again. The voice on the line was now clearer, almost as if it was right beside me. "I'm trapped here, trapped in the dark." "Where are you?" I asked, my hands shaking now. But before the caller could respond, the lights above me flickered. The whole room seemed to dim. It wasn't just a power surge. Something else was happening. I tried to speak, but the line went silent. I hung up quickly, my heart hammering, but it didn't stop there. The phone rang again. This time, I hesitated. Should I answer? Was it the same caller? My eyes darted to the clock, 3:17 a.m. There was no one else on the other end of the row of cubicles. Everyone else was either too far or too absorbed in their calls. I picked up the phone. "Hello?" I said, my voice cracking. A strange, guttural laugh echoed from the other side. It wasn't the caller's voice, it was deeper, distorted. The laughter was slow, deliberate, like something trying to break through from the other side. The line went dead again. I set the receiver down, shaking. My hands were clammy. This was beyond anything I'd ever experienced. I needed to report this. But as I stood up, I saw something in the reflection of the glass window in front of me. A shadow, barely visible, standing behind me. I spun around, but there was no one there. I rushed to grab my phone to call my supervisor, but when I looked at the screen, my heart sank. The number listed wasn't from the company. It was from a private line. The phone rang again. I stared at it, frozen. Should I pick it up? Should I call for help? With trembling hands, I answered. This time, the voice was calm, almost soothing, but it sent a cold shiver down my spine. "It's too late. You're next." Suddenly, the lights flickered violently and then went out completely. The room was plunged into darkness. The hum of the machines died. I could hear my own breath, fast and shallow. I was alone. A loud crash sounded from the other end of the office, followed by footsteps. Slow, deliberate, like something or someone was coming closer. I grabbed my things and rushed to the door, but as I reached for the handle, a cold hand grasped my wrist. The skin on my arm prickled, ice cold. I didn't turn around. I couldn't. I wrenched the door open and bolted into the hall, my mind racing. Behind me, I could hear the heavy footsteps getting closer. Every instinct in me screamed to run, but when I glanced back, there was no one there. The office was empty. I never went back to that call center after that night, and to this day, I still get calls at random hours, silent except for that whisper. You're next.